12th of April 2023, Wednesday. Let's discuss today's market direction with the TWB system. Let's do it right now. Right, disclaimer apply as usual. Thank you, Ames, for the kind sponsorship. Now let's look at the market, right? Let's take a quick one on the market. We're charging the China market. Let me just bring to you a quick one right here. Well, for the China market, right, I've been covering this for quite a while, and this is not really very nice here. Look at it. The China market actually continued to slide. That's something that I was quite worried about. You look at it right now, right? The market 30.2% is 13,183, and we already saw it yesterday when it closed below the Fibonacci, and it's closed slightly below the MA200. So today, look, you can see very clearly it's staying lower than the 38.2 Fibonacci, and it closed right below the 2 moving average. Now, this is not a good sign at all. That means that the China A50 is going to go down further, and most likely it's going to go down to the 13,000 level, the psychological level that everybody watching it. Now, the thing is this, you look at the channel that I created back then, and you look at it carefully right now, if the market really breaks below 13,000, then there is a possibility for the China A50 to go down all the way to 12,500 level. Now that'll be lower than what happened back in March. So let's see what happened next. If you ask me my own opinion, it's all right. I think that this is really, really possible. Yeah. So let's see how it goes from there. So traders just take note of all this information and see whether things really come true. All right, let's look at the Dow Jones today. You can see amazingly today, Dow Jones continue to go higher. And judging from the way it's moving right now, the Dow is going to go towards apparently 34,117. Now there's a bit of resistance right now at 33,796. That's a KCB level. Now we saw the Dow actually got self-resisted yesterday, so now the market is trying to test it again. Now, of course, if the market stays and holds on the resistance, then there should be some profit taking. Now, based on the TWB chart at the moment right now, we can see that the market is still on the upside. And in fact, today is Omega sign. Today, the opening price is actually opening price and the low of the day is the same price. That's why it's the Omega there. Now the KSI is green and there's no KCX at the moment, so the market is overall pretty bullish. And there's a market open actually below pivot 2. By right below pivot 2 is a sell, but the market once it opens at a buy. So which means that right, we can't do anything here. But if you're to buy right now, you can consider doing it here with a stop at 33,750. All right, so that is my view right at the moment. I'm not comfortable to buy, but the indicators are still calling for buy. So I just had to wait for a while. Yeah, sit out for a while. Now, this is a NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ yesterday came off quite a stunner, and then today a bit of recovery. Now, for today, we can see from the TWB chart, it is a CCYR, which means that the market expect to go down further. So the thing is this, we know that there is a strong support at 12,959, and we know that the low was 938. And once the market reaches there, the market rebounded. Now, do note once again, if the market do break 12,959, then the selling will bring it down all the way to 12,847, okay, which is not prepared over here. So the KSI stays green, the KCX is blank, so the bullishness is still there. And that's why you can see very clearly the moment the market hits when the, let's take a look here, a 5-minute chart, you'll see the point here. Now, guys, take a look on the screen. You can see that the market actually went down below opening price and did below pivot 2. So it's a sell by default, and the price did come down. But once the KCX saw it, that was where the turning point. And once the market crossed above the turning point, buy right, you should have cut your short position and go long, because that is a upside potential for pivot 2. And of course, if it stays above OP, you can buy a little bit more. Right, and of course, if you're taking a profit, that'll be good. If you didn't take a profit, then it's going to be a bit of tussle at the moment. But at least from now, you can see from the schematic and everything, we can actually do certain trades by your own. Yeah, don't need to wait for anybody else. Okay, so that is the NASDAQ. Let's look at S&P 500. Now, S&P 500 earlier as well, we had a little bit issue, but now it's been settled, so that's cool. All right, so S&P, let's take a look. Okay, now S&P 500 today, there is a possibility for it to test again 41.23. Now it went very nearby, but I think the spread itself couldn't hit the 41.23, so you just have to bear with it. Now for today, you can look at the chart over here. Let me make it bigger for all of us. you can see that the market is a DJDD. So as long as the market stays above OP today, is a buy, which is now what's happening right here. Pretty smart, yeah? So the thing is this, if the market actually breaks below pivot 2, which is 41.12, then we may have a bit of some juicy news coming up, because I suspect that once the market goes down below 4,000 for the S&P 500, most likely we will just see certain thing happening. All right, there's a very strong support at BNB support level, and that price is actually 4087. That's interesting. So if the market breaks below pivot 2, 41.12, it may go all the way down to 4087. Okay, interesting, yeah. So but the KSI is green and the KCX is blank. So again, the bullishness is still very strong in this family. Okay, let's look at Hang Seng right now. Well, Hang Seng today came down because of the China A50, and most likely Hang Seng is going to test 20,195. If you ask me personally, I think it will go there. Now, for the chart wise for TWB, you can see very clear that the market is a DJTD. So as long as the market stays below OP, it's a sell. And of course, the BNBRL here itself, right? You can see very clearly it's at 2520, but we are already done everything. Then we can see that now if the market pulls back further, but today pivot 2 is in an act. So once the market stays below OP, below pivot 2 is always a sell, and it's really happened. So the thing is this, if the market continue to go down, we may see even 20,030. All right, I think that will be the first support versus MA 30 over there. So traders do take note of that information. So let's look at other thing else. Let's say we look at the FTSE example. Now for FTSE, you can see that if you continue to strive towards it, then you can go for the next one, and that's 7912. That is the NASDAQ number. But of course, we can, that is a FTSE number. But if you look at it right now on the TWB chart, right, let's take a look. Well, it has already facilitated itself to all the high level, which is the BNB time 1. So I think that with that now, even though the pivot 1 is 7830, it's already a buy call. I will say that even you are buying right now, you should be buying until they reach 7912. All right, then that will be finished. Now the KSI is green, but there's no KCX, so that means it came alone. So now the market hit the BNB extension. I think it's time to take a little break, right? Now you push your luck a bit too much, right? Okay, let's look at the DAX market. Now DAX is moving up as it is. We can take a look here on the DAX. Now because DAX is like, you know, the BNB on the chart. Okay, so what happened is that that was BNB, the previous one, sorry, my bad. So the thing is this, right now the market has to break above 15,764 for it to cross above it and for the buy order to pick it in. So we need to watch out for this 15,764 for the DAX. Okay, so we've done everything now. Let's look at the gold oil market. Okay, for oil, you can see very clearly that the market basically needs some help right now. Now the next target is 81.64. We can basically let it have it, and then of course the next one will be all the way to this 81.40. Okay, you can see right now there's something wrong here. So okay, there we go. Now for crude oil, if we continue to break above 81.87, then the free ride all the way to 84.66. So let's see whether this will really happen. Now for the chart wise today, there is no pivot, so the OP will be the key indicator. So OP says it's above OP, you can buy, and you can go all the way up to maybe 84.66 if you ever go there, but of course near term you would 83.70. All right, for those who are, you know, the thing is this is not very interested, we can actually sit on the side, and the downside could be back to $80 and even worse, 79.10. The KSI is green, KCX is blank, so overall it's bullish for this market right now, as we can see here. Okay, so we are done with crude oil 2. Let's look at the currency market. Now let's say dollar yen basically, you can see that dollar yen is trying to stay above and going to go to 134.26. That is the next KCB, and it's a fresh chocolate bar, so there is a good chance it may go. But you can see right now, right, even the DJDD, the market is not moving, so it's like waiting for something to happen. So maybe we will see how it goes from there. Now the KSI is green and no KCX in sight, so that shows that it's pretty alone right now. So let's watch the dollar yen, and we'll give you more feedback later on. All right, this is pound. Now for pound, we can see that we have a bit of interesting movement soon. Pound is like you have red, then you have white, you have black. So it's black, white, black, is it? So if you're going to come down and start, we can go for 1.23818. And of course, looking from here, this is a zebra formation, and the market seemingly going against the BNB RL. So once the market breaks down below 1.24028, I suspect that it may go lower to 1.2320. I think that would be a rather very fair deal, yeah. So for this pound for today, if it doesn't go any higher than OP, then the downside is 1.2320. Okay, all right. So last one will be dollar, yen, or euro. Yeah, where's my euro? Okay, euro is copying exactly what's happening now in this. You can see from the market is going to go up higher. So the upside could be all the way to 1.09471. So where are we right now? We are now slightly below the pivot one, 1.09387. So if the market can break above it, right, we can see the upside all the way coming in, and that'll be 1.09471. Okay. All right, so I'm done with all this itself. Let's look at something we have missed out. Nope, we've done everything. DAX is also done everything. Currency, we have euro done. Okay, dollar, yen done. I think pound, did I actually mention? I think it did. All right, so these are all done over here. And now let's look at the gold and silver market. Now, gold this morning did a fantastic job. It actually shot up all the way. And you can see they went all the way up to the KCB level, which is here. And finally, after the market touches there, the market pulls back. So gold was trading at 2021 at one stage. Now it's trading at 2009. So what happened during this 10 years? So we all know, but the thing is this, okay, that's why 10 years today, the market pulls back over here. That means that this KCB is very, very strong right now, yeah? Now, the thing is, this night, we'll watch out for this guy. The pivot one was 2008, and this is why the market broke 2008. It shot up all the way to 2021 today. And remember, 2022 is a very strong, technically, it's a calculated resistance level, and that's why the market rejected there. So if the market pulls back below pivot one and pulls back, then of course we may have some selling. But because KSI is green and there's no KC at the moment right now, it may just stop there around here for today. Yeah. So watch out for this. If the market cannot stay above OP, be careful. The pullback can be quite severe. Yeah. Okay, that is gold. Let's look at silver. Silver broke below $25 convincingly, pretty good. And of course, you can see right now that if you're going to go higher, it can go all the way to here, which is 2560 level. All right, if silver to go up further, it is possible. KSI is green, no KCX, so it's pretty clear that there is a chance for it to go. All right, but at the moment now we can see the resistance on top. Well, we have a few resistance on top. After this 2516 level, the next level will be about 25. Let me just bring it in. There's some error here. Well, it should be about 2582 level, yeah, 2582. So watch out for that. It is very, very possible. Okay, so that is gold and silver. And let's look at Bitcoin and Ethereum to wrap it up. Okay, now we go Bitcoin first. Now, Bitcoin today will be a pullback at the moment, but of course, 2 days of great, upside, I think it's kind of worth it, right? Okay, so for today, we can see very clear that for this coming in, if you're going to go down all the way, then of course the first direction will be the Bitcoin going back to 29,109. Okay, that's something that we're looking at. And of course, you look at it through the TWB system now is trading below the pivot 2. So if anyone gung ho enough, you can short the market, short because it actually breached the law. And of course, if the price do come down, then those who are waiting for it will be a lot of money. Yeah. Okay, so that will be all for today, Bitcoin, and it's done over here. That's like Ethereum to wrap it up. Now, Ethereum, very interesting just now. When it came down, it really stopped exactly at the suggested level there. And of course, now the market rebounded, right? It makes some money already. Pretty cool, yeah? Okay, so for today's goal, let's take a look. Excuse me. For Ethereum, sorry. For Ethereum. You can see over here, Ethereum today is trading Now below pivot 2 level, if it goes down further, it may pull back to 1851, which the market actually really came down earlier. So that is a very strong artificial support. Every time the market comes down, this 1851 becomes a very strong base. Every time anything just wait for a while, you get repaired and you get done. So all I can say is this will back down again to this point. So to watch this carefully. Now the BNB RL level, right, as I mentioned, is 1839. So let's hope everybody can squeeze something out of the talent, so they can actually buy something from nearer. Okay. All right. So that will be all for today's video. Sorry, my voice is running out. So apology on that. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.